Hi everybody, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Janice Summers and I am the chief alchemist behind Trace Spa Products. So I've been on a raw vegan journey, and along my journey I'm learning how to eat different foods, things that I hadn't previously experienced before. Now Trace Spa I formulated for vegans and vegan friendly skincare for quite some time. It's only just recently that I've been on a journey to experience the raw vegan eating lifestyle. So it's been a fantastic journey, and I've learned a lot, and I continue to learn a lot. I want to share with you today one of my favorite new recipes that I learned, and it is a tabouli, and I learned it first from Brigitte Mars, and it is gluten-free. It's also raw vegan friendly. So instead of the bulgur that's normally used in tabouli, we're going to use one of my favorite ingredients, and that is hemp seeds. If you know anything about Trace Spa products and Trace Spa formulation, you know that I like to use hemp and hemp byproducts as much as possible. The number one reason is its eco-sustainability, and it has rich nutrients. The number one skincare, and I've said this before and I'll tell you again, the number one skincare treatment is actually what you put in your mouth. So I actually use hemp seed in making the soaps. I use seed as a natural exfoliant, and an exfoliant, what that does is it helps slough off dead skin cells. So it leaves the skin underneath it a little smoother, and as we get older, it becomes more important that we use extra tricks to try and exfoliate this. So I first made this recipe when I saw it on Brigitte Mars' YouTube, and I raided my soap making supplies in order to make it for myself. So it's a staple for me. I take it when I travel. It is so quick and easy to make. You can use it on top of salads. You can eat it just on its own. The ingredients are pretty simple. It's pretty easy. You can customize it however you want. This is what I typically use. Of course, we've got hemp seeds. Fresh parsley. I like the Italian parsley. If you don't have that, you can use cilantro. If that's what you've got, you can improvise. I like yellow onions, but you might want to try red onions. Red onions are really good for you. I like the little tomatoes. You can use full tomatoes when they're in season. And then I like to use garlic, and I use Celtic sea salt, and I'll have to go get that. I forgot to pull that out. I like a little bit of black pepper in things. You can use any kind of pepper you want. You can use paprika, cayenne pepper, but I like a little hot spice in there. I like to put Bragg's apple cider vinegar in just about everything I can. Bragg's ACV is fantastic. Many of you know this because a lot of you probably use it. And then I use hemp seed oil. Since this is a cold dish and it's going to stay cold, of course, raw vegan, it's not going to be cooked. I get to use any one of the number of cold oils that I like to use for eating as well. I use it also for skincare. I do use hemp seed oil in my formulations for skincare. And we'll talk more about hemp seed oil later, but I want to focus today on this little beauty, and that's the hemp nut meat. Use whatever you want as far as onion. I'm going to start with parsley. Let's chop up the parsley. So I grabbed a full bunch of parsley, fresh parsley from the store, and I'm going to use the whole thing in this dish. And it doesn't take long to put together. So there's that. And I'm going to use, we'll start with a couple, 2, 3. I like 3. 3 is a good number. So hemp seed is really, really good for you, and here's why. So when we talk about ingesting hemp seed, because topically in the soaps, really, the only effect you're going to get really from it, truly, is the exfoliation. And it gives a nice exfoliation because they're kind of rounded on the edges. And of course, it's a high-fat ingredient, so it's not going to be itchy or irritating at all. It's nice and soothing with a nice, quite effective exfoliation. So I've got a few onions in here. Now, I like to chop my cherry tomatoes in half. You don't have to. You can keep them whole. But for nutritionally, for the food that you eat, nutritionally, they're really high in protein. They have 13 grams of protein for 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds. So you can see how satisfying it is. It's also a soluble fiber. And soluble means that it's easily digested, and it actually creates like a gel in your intestine. It's fantastic stuff. Some of the other things, it's really rich in vitamin B. So it's really rich in vitamin B. Not B12, but it's got B1, B6, B5. I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle. So yeah, it's got really rich vitamin B. I'm going to sprinkle some. So amino acids, what those do for us is amino acids also help with cognitive processing. They also, the nutrients inside of the hemp seed also will help with calmness. Studies have been done, and they've shown that they help promote calm, stable mind. So eliminate stress. So it's an excellent de-stressor. So we're going to go ahead and add, this is some garlic, some fresh chopped garlic, and I really like things garlicky. So I'm going to put a little extra in there. So now we've got our parsley, we've got our tomatoes, we've got our garlic, we've got some onion in here. The other thing, I always like to add a little bit of lemon. I just like the taste of citrus. I think it just gives that extra zip. So we'll just go ahead and squeeze. I think half a lemon should be good. And I have this very old-fashioned juicer. This was actually my grandmother's juicer. But I don't drink juice anymore. I don't separate fruit from the fiber. Okay, so a little bit of lemon juice in there, and I'll set that aside. So how much ACV? Well, that's kind of up to you. I don't know, a little splash here, a little splash there, and one for good measure, right? Yeah, it looks pretty good. ACV is pretty strong. And here we have our finished dish. So you can just serve this out if you're having a party. Make some excellent salad for a party, or again, you can just take this and top it on a salad. But I hope you enjoyed this little cooking show of mine and talking about skincare, and one of my favorite ingredients for formulating for TraceSpa skincare. And I know, it seems crazy. Why am I talking about food when I make skincare? And it really is, because what you eat is as important as what you put on your skin when you're talking about skincare, if not more important. So until next time, be well.